Hi there, it's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. This is Practical and Pretty and I do tie-dye. So to start off, I'm doing a fan fold, black and red. I cut a piece of ribbon so that I could make a good circle here. I started by finding where I want the center of the semicircle to be, and then I just hold the ribbon on one edge and then draw the other end all the way around. It makes a good solid half circle. For these projects with markers, I like to have the shirts dry. When it's wet, the marker just gets all over the place. So then you're gonna start at that dot where you started the center of your circle, and you're going to do a fan fold, creating a straight line, if you can, with the semicircle. So here, hopefully this will make sense as you see it. You're just gonna kind of hold it and baby it along the edge so that you can keep it accordion folded. It doesn't have to be perfect along the center. As long as you get the general arch, it's usually okay. I've tried this a couple different ways. Having the semicircle be a little bit smaller than this has been the easier way to do it, but I learned that after this project. I would also suggest doing this dry. I've done it wet and it just kind of flip-flops around. So I like doing these dry. This is soda ash soaked and then dried out. So when I say soda ash soaked, I mean I had a soda ash bath of 1 gallon of water to 1 cup of soda ash. I let it sit for, honestly, it was probably a couple days, but at least 20 minutes. And then I just dry it out. Some people spin dry it out. I just let it air dry. So I wrapped sinew around that semicircle and tried to pull it tight. I didn't want really white stark lines, so I only did about 3 wraps around and just tied it tight enough that it would hold the shape but not necessarily make a line. And I just did it all the way up the shirt. Then I cut that sinew and I did it on the opposite direction, so I did it down the shirt. You can see here I'm just trying to get the accordion fold a little bit more organized. So the point of this project was to do a project for House of the Dragon. I love Game of Thrones and I love House Targaryen. So this was my ode to the House Targaryen flag. It's got a red dragon in the middle and then it's black around the outside, so that's what's going on here. So I used the color Fire Red and I put it here in the center, and then I put it along some of the sinew lines. What I put the shirt in right here is a gutter. I just cut the gutter into a couple different sizes. I've got a 3 foot, 2 foot, and 1 foot gutter. This is, I think it's my 2 foot gutter. So anyway, I put the Fire Red along each of these sinew lines. Then I used the color Raven along the center. If I were to do this project again, I would probably add more black. It just didn't have as much black as I wanted. And I'm surprised by that because I thought I did a lot of black, but I would have done more if I were to do it again. Raven is my favorite black. It usually comes out the blackest, but if you want black, you're gonna wanna do liquid dye. Ice dyeing with black just doesn't ever give you a solid black. It's usually got some blue splits, or some of them split a little bit purple. So I'm adding some ice along the gutter here, and I squirted it with water so that the ice would kind of stick to itself because I was gonna put it on an incline and I didn't want all the ice to just fall off. So I let it sit for 24 hours, let it all fall down there. I love gravity dye. And here I am rinsing it out. I'm rinsing it out with just tap water, so it's about lukewarm. Not lukewarm, sorry. It's like room temp water. And I'm just rinsing it until I can get a good chunk of the color out. And then I start to untie it, and that obviously will get a little bit more color out. Once I get a good chunk of the color out like this, I bump up the water to be hot, and that will get out even more excess dye. And I put some Blue Dawn dish soap in there and get it really sudsy so that I can get any extra color out. And then I wash it in a hot wash to get even more excess color out, to make sure that it's not transferring onto other clothes. And here's the final result. You can see that black split a little bit more blue than black, but I really like this one. I think it's pretty rad. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more like this.